Well, the puck is already dropped. Here we go, Gripper Nation. I'm sorry I'm a little late tonight. I stupidly thought that the game would start at 10. Why would I think that? Well, because most East Coast games start at 10, but today, no, we're going to do 9:50. We're going to do 9:50, you idiots, you morons. So here I am, and here you are, and let's stay up late and have a good old time watching the Edmonton Oilers and Vegas Golden Knights 15 seconds into the game already. Darnell Nurse, Evan Bouchard, ready to rock and roll, ready to let in some goals, ready to score some goals. I'm curious about this series, and you know, we didn't get the chance to kind of tee it all up. Oh, here we go. McDavid with his first shot of the series. We didn't get the chance to tee it up beforehand because I was racing in, but I got to tell you, I don't know what to make of this series. I have no idea. I will tell you that I found the Capitals-Hurricanes game to be wow. That was not exciting. I know they're in overtime right now, but my God, that was not an exciting time. It was not exciting. Yeah. Anyway, not a great start to that series. That I don't think is. You know what? I know you can't say it. It's like anti-religious to say that that a series is bad. But if there's gonna be a bad one, my money's on that one. Snore, just a bore of a series. So how is everybody tonight? We all good? I want to do a time check, but they've got Darnell Nurse and Evan Bouchard's faces up there, and I can't give you a time check because Sportsnet refuses to give me the time. Oh, there's Jesse Blake in there saying, glad you made it, Adam. Well, thank you, Jesse. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Sedin Magic 15, what is going on? Adam, how's it going, bud? Who's scoring first for each team? Okay, Oilers, I'm not going to overthink it. Leon Draisaitl. Vegas, I'm not going to overthink it. Thomas Hertl. There you go. Boom. Done. James Stemler, I fell asleep for a bit watching that game. Yeah, it was a bad game, James. Welcome to This Is What a Bad Game Looks Like. 18:48 left in the first period. I'm going to do a clap for the first face-off so we could do this properly. Now, this series, I feel like, is going to be bonkers. Oh, do we have a penalty already? Somebody is down. Somebody's down. So it's Hertl. He's Hertl. Thank you. So Hayden, Robert joining me for the stream tonight, by the way. What happened here? Ooh. Yeah, that didn't feel good. And the ref missed that. That's an easy first call for the refs, and they missed it completely. Hayden's wondering if it's the same crew from the Leafs game. No, that crew would have looked at it and said, no, get up, you pansy. Oh, they're going to review it. It's Eric Furlat. Another one of Steve's favorite guys. Steve loves himself an Eric Furlat game. They are reviewing. Goofy Goober says, so much going on, Adam. Oilers starting, Caps in overtime. Halliburton game winner, George Springer home run. Had to add that last thing. I'm thrilled for the Blue Jays. I still don't know what's happening in their series. I will start to pay attention to that when the playoffs are over, because there's still going to be like 100 games left in the season. Hayden thinks that Steve should give his NHL referee power ranking. You know they would. 4-minute penalty for high sticking for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. And this is an easy call. This is an easy call. That is what you should be doing. But I do want to say that Steve should do that, because the ref power ranking, because I know that the refs would watch it. They would pass it around. They would stew about it. They would get really angry. But there'd be nothing they could do because they can't make media requests. Can't talk to us. There we go. Face off. 18-27. There it is. Oilers win. Not the way you want to start the series, especially when you're a team that literally bleeds goals. I don't think there was a game in that series against LA where the Oilers, no, there definitely wasn't a game in that series against LA where they let in less than 3 goals in a game. But they're the Oilers, and they can do that because they can score 8. Oh, you scored 3 goals. You should probably win. Not against the Oilers. Mr. Wang, I apparently missed your super chat. Let me get to you, partner. Oh, it says amazing. We didn't miss 3 goals during the absence. Yes, I know. I. You never know with the Oilers; they can score a lot. Uh, let's get to the next one here. Eris Mix 23. I have to say that I really appreciate the late night streams and your dedication as someone who works a lot of nights and misses Steve streams. Oh, we got a goal, and I think that is Jack Eichel. No, wow, was that Carlson? Might have been tipped by Carlson. Wow. And still 2 minutes to go. That's not great for the Oilers. But again, are they really upset? They're the Oilers. They don't care. Oh, yeah, sure. Score 2 more. Who cares? We'll be fine. So Theodore. Oh, I think that's a Shea Theodore goal. I don't think Carlson touched that at all. Was it? Oh, no, maybe he did. Was it him and or Nurse, though? It is Carlson. Wow. That's a crazy bounce that puck took. Nice goal, William Karlsson. Last of the original Vegas Golden Knights. I think he's the last one. Oh, Hayden says Riley Smith is back there. Yeah, but William Karlsson never left, you know? Wow. Good start for the Golden Knights. And then again, 140 left on the power play on that double minor to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Not ideal to start your game that way. So listen, I might not have picked the right goal for the Vegas Golden Knights or the right goal scorer, but I did pick the guy that drew the penalty, Thomas Hertl. Aerosmix23, I just wanted to say thank you for staying up late and watching the streams with me. I love it. I love it. I love that you're here. Joachim Hillman, give me 3 booms, Adam. I'm back here from Sweden. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry about your brother. 2-on-1 Oilers. Here we go. This is where they get it back. Watch. Janmark. Oh, he should have passed. Just shoot, man. Just shoot. All right. What do we got? Jared. Why is Hockey Bro culture still so bad? It runs so deep with top creators besides you guys. Might ask a more detailed STP VIP email. You know what? Sometimes Hockey Bro culture is amazing. Sometimes it's not. It's like every culture. Some suck. Some are amazing. And it's a question of where you take it. I don't have a problem with Hockey Bros. There are toxic ones, just like there is in anything else. And I just stay away. Do my own thing. That's all you can really do. Dontro says Adam giving 3 booms at 10 p.m. on a Tuesday is crazy. I love it. Well, you know what? I had a double espresso before I came here. Oh, here we go. Oh, Edmonton's defense looking as porous as ever. That's what's going to make this series so much fun. Let's go through the lines here. Draisaitl, McDavid, and Corey Perry. Corey freaking Perry. Evander Kane, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Zach Hyman. That is a great top 6. Trent Frederick, Adam Henrique, and Connor Brown on the 3rd line. And Podkolzin, Janmark, and Victor Arvidsson. That's not a fun line to play against, I wouldn't think. Nurse, Bouchard, Wallman, Klingberg, Kulak, Emberson. And I'll get to Vegas in a second. Just had a face-off in the offensive zone for Vegas, and they're wide open again, and a shot wide. It's Jack Eichel's line. Jack didn't score till later in the first round, but once Jack Eichel gets going in the playoffs, it's kind of dangerous, and I'm hoping he heats up here. Oh my God. Vegas is basically running the show on this power play. They can basically do what they want. No Pietrangelo for the Golden Knights tonight, as Hayden points out in my ear. Let's talk about what we got. All right. Karlsson, Eichel, Stone, Brandon Saad. Brandon Saad's a Golden Knight. Everybody forgets. Hertl, Kolasar, Barbashev, Royce, Riley Smith, Tanner Pearson, Howden, and Victor Olofsson. On defense, McNabb, Theodore, Hannafin, Whitecloud, Haig. Oh, here we go. Oh, I thought the Oilers had a break there. Here comes Jack Eichel bringing it back in. 7 seconds left on this power play. He is flying. Creates another opportunity. Oilers are able to ice that, so they kill 1/2 of the 4-minute penalty, but the Vegas Golden Knights are up 1-0 on that William Karlsson tip. And probably that's the way you want to start the series if you're the Golden Knights, but I don't think they'll ever feel comfortable with the Edmonton Oilers and a lead. If you watch the Kings series, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't watch the series. You shouldn't feel comfortable. Comfort's not a thing you get when you play the Oilers. Oh, puck stolen. Man, Calvin Pickard, I hope that he had an espresso before tonight's game too, because he's gonna have to be sharp and alert. Gonna need those smelling salts. Carlson behind the net. Out front. Wow, they've been able to do that pretty much at will. A lot of just pucks out in front of the net. Vegas always has a guy there, and the puck's just sort of bouncing around and just getting past. Oh, Arvidsson with big hit by McNabb on Arvidsson there. Puck covered by Aiden Hill. Wow. Wow. Benjamin Johnson, SDPN starting a gripper convention anytime soon? I mean, we might have to. We might need to. Greg Allen, all my years of hockey, I've never seen a team like the Oilers who can one night look like a high school junior varsity team and the next be unbeatable. It's true. This is a really different squad. They're just by NHL state. Oh, off the post. I think that was Nuge. Try to get one back. See what I mean? It's just at will. You simply can't let the Oilers shoot. Don't let them shoot. That one off the post. Vegas breaks out. Kane with a big hit at center ice. Knights come up with it anyway. Here's Evan Bouchard. Great pass. Nuge down deep. He's got Henrique and Kane with him on this line tonight. Nurse keeps the puck in. Kane in the corner. Nuge, you know he wants to get one back. He already hit the post in this shift. He's not thrilled. Oh, Kane with a shot. The puck got off the boards a little bit wonky, and Kane was able to take advantage of that. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Lots of opportunities here in the first 7 minutes. This is mercifully so much better than the Canes and Caps. Hey, just crazy. Crazy. Jiayu Wang, I can't believe Bennett is not suspended. What are your thoughts? Oh, I can. It's Department of Player Safety. Did he give Stollers a concussion? Yes. Was it an elbow? Yes. Was it intentional? It's Sam Bennett. I don't know. You tell me. Is NHL player safety going to do anything about it? No. Do I think it has something to do with George Peros playing for the Florida Panthers and Gregory Campbell being their assistant GM? Probably. Oh, it was Trent Frederick that took that shot. But you know what? I'm allowed to think what I want. I have no proof to back it up. It sucks. But I loved Craig Berube's quote on it today, which was time to move on. Time to move on. And it is time to move on. Game 2 is what matters. Winning the game is what matters. Headhunting, that's just going to get the Leafs off their game. You can't do that. SDPN needs to come to Vegas, like how Shannon used to. Did Hockey Guy go to Vegas? That's cool. I have never been to Vegas. Jesse and Steve, every time I say that, they're like, "Are you serious, man? You got to go to Vegas." I have heard it's amazing, but I've also heard it's quite expensive. Tim was telling me that for the Vegas Grand Prix, Tim Haraney was telling me that like you gotta like if you're gonna have breakfast, it's gonna be like $40 American for some like eggs and toast. It's kind of crazy. I would love to go. Francois Lebel, hey Adam, stop dumping on my Habs. I don't believe I have dumped on your Habs, Francois Lebel. I don't think they're as talented as the Washington Capitals. That's all I said. I think that's a pretty fair summation. I think they will be, though. I think they will be. Rainmaker, who is a net for the Oilers? That would be Calvin Pickard. John David says it's only expensive you lose. I have actually heard that it's expensive whether you win or lose. I've also heard that if you go try to buy a beer at the bar, it's like $25. But if you sit at a table and you gamble a little bit, then it's free. John Christian, you need to come to Edmonton before Vegas. Man, I'd love to come to Edmonton. Oh, Hurdle got it one off the face in warm-up. Oh my god. James Stemler. Regular season is the time for headhunting. In the playoffs, best revenge is knocking out the offending team. James, that is the right idea. Exactly what it needs to be. It's exactly what it needs to be. Yeah. Uh, Dontro says Waterloo live show when? I would love to do the Kitchener Waterloo area. I think we're away from figuring out what our live show schedulers are going to be outside of the playoffs because it's kind of crazy this time of year. But maybe we get one in July or something, or maybe the Rangers. Maybe we can reach out to the Kitchener Rangers, see if they'll work with us. That'd be fun. John Christian, thoughts on the Hockey Night in Canada intro songs? I like Tom Petty. I think they've done a good job picking them. I think that they pick a good jam. I don't have too like my thoughts are not that deep. I feel like the fact that they're willing to go out and actually pay for the music is something because they haven't been in years past, and it's expensive to feature those songs. What's that, Hayden? Hurricanes won. Who scored? Okay. Did they just lull the Caps to sleep? Like, how did they do it? We need to know. Yeah, I think the Caps just probably fell asleep on the ice. What a boring game. Oh, Jacob Slavin. Damn, I want to know how that goal went in. Hayden, tell me. Jesse says Caps didn't deserve that game. No, they played like crap. They were terrible. Just a really not into it game at all. I think they had like 4 shots after the first period. It's like, tell me you're not showing up. 33-14 for Carolina at the end of that game in shots. Oh my god. And apparently the Slavin goal was a shot from the blue line. So capital shots by period. 5 in the first, 6, 3, and then 0 in overtime. You can't here's a crazy stat. And something it's a bit of a hot take. I don't think you can win if you don't get a shot in overtime. You're not setting yourself up for victory if you don't get a shot in overtime. Is all I'm saying. Did the Caps people always ask this. If you win too early in the first round and you have to sit out 4 or 5 days, do you lose your edge? There's a lot made of that. You know, one hand you're resting, the other hand you're rested and you don't have quite the competitive fire. You're not up to speed like a team like the Canes that went deeper in their series. I don't know. Hayden says both teams combined 0 for 5 on the power play. Well, I'm glad I didn't get to pay to see that in person. Imagine you're a Caps fan. That was in Washington. Fart. Thanks for showing up, boys. I'm now $500 poorer. Corey Perry up on this top line with McDavid and Draisaitl. Probably just an agent of chaos. And that's all he really needs to be at this point. But we do forget Corey Perry, I'm pretty sure, won a Hart Trophy and had 50 goals. Oh, big goal by Mark Stone right through Corey Perry. I think he was Corey Perry's man. Wow. Well, it's 2-0. And by the way, still doesn't matter. Still doesn't matter. It's the Oilers. That's cool. Doesn't matter. Good start for the Golden Knights, though. So this is a broken McDavid Draisaitl play that gets turned over. Eichel speeding through the neutral zone, back to Stone. Nobody's got him. Nice move, and through it looks like Calvin Pickard's 5-hole. That's just a great goal. But that feels distinctly regular season to me, don't you think? There's something about that doesn't feel like a playoff goal. It's too finessed. Graham Renfro, Canes hockey, baby. Yeah, it's boring, but it works. Sedin Magic 15, shot from the blue line that beat Thompson through the 5-hole of all places. That's in the Canes Washington series. Yeah. Well, Jared says it feels like every Metro series always sucks. This year, I think you're right. And Montreal was obviously from the Atlantic, but when Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, or Pittsburgh, Washington faced off, those were amazing series. But Carolina's been like dominating that division or coming second or third or always in there, and they play boring hockey. It works for them. Oh, nice shot. Oilers have had their opportunities here. Bouchard and Nurse out there, so you know things are going to happen. Here comes Nurse breaking in. Shot wide of Aiden Hill. 10:03 left. By the way, that was Mark Stone's 4th goal of the playoffs. The man doesn't age. And you wouldn't want to make him angry. That's all I want to say. He's psychotic when he's angry. All right. Dave Stangle says, my LTR IR king. That's right. Mark Stone. Let us not forget. Deb Beneke says, a resale ticket for the Caps Canes game tonight was $300. Tells you how much no one cares about the Canes. Or maybe Caps fans are just really confident. Graham Renfro, Canes are 11-1 when they win game one in their series. That's damn good for them. Barbashev and the refs are all hanging out together, all holding each other. So last year's Metro was also super boring, which is probably why you feel this way. Remember the Rangers got they remember the President's Trophy Rangers. Remember that was a thing. The Caps got into the playoffs over the Philadelphia Flyers in like the final week. Pittsburgh was also threatening, but what are we talking about? So yeah, the Rangers swept the Capitals, and then the Canes. Who the Canes play? Aiden? The Islanders. And did they win in 5 or 4? They won in 5. And then what was the Canes Rangers series? So then obviously the Canes won, but I thought the Rangers won pretty handily, didn't they? Aiden. He's pulling it up. He's pulling it up. 6 games. Okay. It's better. Francois Labelle, Vegas is golden unless they review a goal. That's a good point. Or review an LTIR. Sports Talk Chud. Personally, I want my hockey team to have less wear and tear by playing less games. Also, Canes had an expected goal differential of 1.74. The better team won. 1.74, and they were able to win. Yikes. Jesse says they blew the series lead. Oh, okay. Hey, remember, was it 3 years ago? I guess it's 3 playoffs ago now. The Canes got to the conference finals, and the Florida Panthers swept them, like wrecked them. And Rod Brindamore said afterwards, he's like, "Well, it doesn't feel like a sweep." Rod, you just lost all 4 games. What does it feel like, Rod? Graham Renfro, it could be a rematch of 2002 tailgate with us down here. Graham, I would love to do that. I feel like a Leafs Canes 2002 semifinals matchup would be the best of all worlds. Also, if you guys could, we got 648 people watching, only 160 likes. I think we can up that. Oh boy, Trent Frederick got Barbashev pretty good. That's 2 high sticking penalties. Oh, it was friendly fire. Okay, so it was one of his own guys. Oh my god. That looked like it hurt though. Francois Labelle, click like. We are well below 50%. Thank you, Francois. Francois Labelle from Labelle Provence. Okay. I'd like to see an Edmonton goal before the end of the period. I feel like we've had enough good chances. 9:07 left in the first. I feel like we're going to get one. Here comes Jack Eichel. I'm not saying we won't get 6 more Vegas goals before the period ends, but it just feels like Edmonton's threatened enough. Like they can manage this. Here we go. Jake Walman. Nice little setup there by the McDavid Draisaitl line. Oh, Walman tried to get one in there on Draisaitl to deflect it in. It's a good thing the Oilers added Jake Walman. It's a damn good thing. Can you imagine they go into these playoffs, no Walman if they didn't trade for him, and then they lose at home? Yikes. 8:18 left in the first. Walman behind the net. He's had a bit of a long shift. Passes it up. Puck is intercepted by the Vegas Golden Knights and then given back to the Oilers, who dump it deep. Oh, Podkolzin just kind of took a fall. This Oilers. This is going to be an interesting line for the Oilers. Their fourth line: Janmark, the janitor; Podkolzin, who was a cast-off from Vancouver; and of course Victor Arvidsson, who has for many many years been a really really good offensive player. Offensive and defensive player for any team that he's been on. I know he's had some injuries, but I really like that pickup for the Oilers, and I think that's a pretty serviceable fourth line. Francois M. Being mysterious. Francois M. Not the full name. This year's first round series have been extremely entertaining. I mean, every single series had at least one intense game. The product is so good. Francois, you are correct, sir. And I would say that I ended up with the least intense series, which was the Caps Canadians. Now, that doesn't mean that the Canadians are bad. It just means that there was the bench fight, but that was kind of it. There wasn't like a crazy amount of tension in that series. There's some hits, but you could tell Canadians are like, "We're happy to be here," and the Caps are like, "Okay, we're just going to have to swipe you aside." That's kind of what happened. JPix 94. Oilers need to grip it and rip it. True. More shots that they get, the better. Aiden Hill is not exactly setting the world on fire with his play. It's not that he's been bad, but I would say gettable, beatable. Diana Sears, Canes are awesome. Anyone who calls them boring has never been to rally for a game. Yes, what the Canes make up, or what the Canes don't have on the ice in terms of like crazy high event hockey, they make up for in the loudest fans. I don't think anyone's saying that seeing a game in Raleigh is a bad time. I think we're allowed to say, though, that if we're not at the game in Raleigh and we're watching the game in Washington, like we did tonight, it wasn't the most exciting interception by the Vegas Golden Knights. Oh, broken up by Connor Brown. That could have been dangerous. Connor Brown coming back, playing defense. Tanner Pearson, who was a Vancouver Canucks cast-off, has been useful for the Vegas Golden Knights. I'm happy for that guy. He had some tough years in Van. They kind of let him go. I think they bought him out. Look at him now. Second round, Stanley Cup playoffs. Career is probably winding down, but doesn't mean that he's not valuable. $27 points this year, too. That's pretty valuable. Here comes McDavid. Nobody really with him. McDavid in the corner. Back cycles low to Draisaitl. Corey Perry behind the net. Back out to the point. It's Bouchard and Nurse, as you would expect and hope, especially when this team needs a goal. Draisaitl in his office, right there, right beside the net. Bouchard down to McDavid. McDavid pushing off the defense. See what a pain in the ass McDavid is to play against, even in the corners. Like, I know he's the best player in the world, but we talk about his rush chances a lot. This guy sucks to play against. Like, he's exhausting. If you're Vegas, whoa, nice shot. If you're Vegas, your legs are burning right now. And they just keep the offensive zone pressure up. Darnell Nurse kind of throws that puck away, so it's over. But that was a pretty damn good shift from the Oilers' first line. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, Diane Sears. I hope I'm saying your name right, Diane. 5 STPM memberships gifted. Thank you so much. Bowden Production says getting cast off from Vancouver must be feel like getting your sentence at Guantanamo reduced these days. There are a suspicious amount of guys who leave there and are still pretty good players. Oh, we got some spice. Fourth line, Janmark is the only guy not involved in this, which is surprising. Arvidsson, Podkolzin, just causing trouble. On each of these teams, Hayden? Okay, so Hayden is asking me, give me a bottom 6 forward that you would want on the Leafs from each of these teams. So I've already kind of sung his praises, but from the Oilers, Victor Arvidsson. I've liked him forever. Bit of a man crush. Think he's cool. Victor Olofsson is playing on Vegas' fourth line tonight. Even though he's not a fourth liner, I am going to say Victor Olofsson. I would love for him to be a Leaf. I know they're just working him back into the lineup, but I think that guy rocks, and he is gonna get better. Uh, yeah, 29 points in 56 games this year. Yeah. Something about leaving Buffalo, isn't there? Something about leaving Buffalo. Jesse Blake, Jack Eichel is underrated defensively. Is he though? Is he underrated? He's pretty great. Nick Murphy dropping an SDPN membership. Thank you, Nick. Maybe it's time to tell you about what you get with an SDPN membership. It's pretty cool. You get an extra episode each week where Steve and Jesse and I talk about things outside of the hockey world, pop culture. We talk about the boom. We talk about. I mean, we were. One of my favorites recently was the Blue Origin thing. That was great. Oh my god, that was fun to talk about. And we just get to do like a show. That it's funny. We used to do this all the time. It's our thing. We get a bonus STP every week. You get special YouTube emojis and an optional ad-free tier. Now, the optional ad-free tier on YouTube is the next tier up. So if you consider your subscription and you extend your subscription and you become a member of VIP ad-free, you get the episodes early. They come out an hour before the free episode comes out. But you also get the STP VIP sort of package. So you get all the episodes ad-free plus that VIP episode and your emojis and everything. And also our eternal gratitude because we love you and we appreciate you. Hawks 23, outside of the big names, who is one player from both sides you'd like to see on the Leafs at some point? I feel like I answered that, but I will. I'd love to see Victor Olofsson because he's been good. Oh, nice play by Vegas there. And the puck is out. 4:15 left in the first period. Okay. One player from each team. I'd love to see Zach. Hayden's like Zach Hyman. Yeah, I'd love to see Zach Hyman come back. And you know what? Screw it. Shea Theodore. Come be a Leaf, Shea Theodore. Or should I go from the left side because the Leafs have the strong right side? Hannafin, McNabb. Who do we want here? Jesse dropping in the chat that ad-free drops before the regular pod every episode, and it does. It's like an hour before, so people jump in on it. I know people were waiting on today's episode, and they were getting real excited. John Christian has obviously been listening for a while. He said, brings back What's Up in Liberty Village or WHL names. Well. I mean, I don't know. I sometimes you do a bit, and it's like at a time and a place. And then you bring it back and it's not as funny because that time and place has passed. That was the What's Up in Liberty Village was us reading comments from the Liberty Village Facebook chat. And that's when people regularly used Facebook. And that's when Facebook was actually like important, which no one uses Facebook anymore. No one. And so I don't know that the content would be as good. You know what I'm saying? SDPN, bring back Bachelor bios. Even those stink now. They don't write. We do it every once in a while on the SDP VIP. We go through all the Bachelor bios, and they're hilarious sometimes. But I have found lately that they're less snappy and less fun to read. You gotta stand out, right? And they kind of stink. Oh, here we go. McDavid scores. Corey Perry, great setup from Connor McDavid. I looked down at my computer for 2 seconds, and the Oilers score a goal because they're the freaking Oilers. Look at that. 3:34 left in the first period, and man, Edmonton fans freaking out outside of the arena, as they should. Corey Perry, former 50-goal scorer, still has that touch. And this is a great play. McDavid, right over to Corey Perry, and he's able to walk across Aiden Hill's crease and score. Just perfectly played. And if you're Corey Perry, this is the best assignment you've ever had. Like you were standout London Knight, you were standout with the Ducks, but you had to do all the work. You were the star. You're in Edmonton now. Just be a guy. Be a guy. He's a nasty customer to play against in the playoffs, too. That was a nice goal. Hayden says, how bad would social media get if it was Leafs Oilers in the final? Oh man. It would be I don't know. I feel like Oilers fans have a sense of humor. Some of them. Some of them not, like Leaf fans. Would it be worse if it was Leafs Canucks? Yes. Hayden's asking me this. I feel like Oilers fans have a sense of humor. I feel like sometimes members of the traditional media maybe don't. Is that fair? Some of them do. Some of them are hilarious. Some of them are very ultra serious people. And to each their own. Also, I feel like Connor McDavid scoring against the Toronto Maple Leafs in the Stanley Cup would be anathema to him. He would probably just cross dressing rooms and he would be like, I'm sorry, no, I must be a Leaf now. Or this is my true dream. In the chat, choose Corey Perry or Prime Gretzky. I know I'm going with Corey Perry. Obviously, Corey Perry. 2:19 left in the first period. Edmonton now out shooting Vegas, despite the fact that Vegas had a 4-minute power play. And Edmonton's turned over the puck no less than 6 times. They just did it there again. And it doesn't matter. It's the Oilers, man. They're going to score a lot. And you know what's kind of crazy about that is there's teams that like take it personally when they get scored against. They start to grip the stick tighter. They make weird plays. The Oilers do not give a shit. They don't care. They don't care. Watching their second round series last year against Vancouver, it was just like, oh, you got a leak? Cool. Yeah, I don't care. I'm not afraid of you. And I think that's what you need to be at. Okay, Aiden Hill just knocked the net off. That should be, to me, that's a penalty. That should be a penalty to me. I know that he's like playing off the post and stuff like that, but that is a legitimate offensive zone pressure situation that the Vegas Golden Knights just got out of because he decided to hit his own look, he knocks the net. Like Perry almost scored there too. That should be a penalty. Jesse, no, it's smart. Is that because Matt Murray did it? Steve Stangle, Bedard's stepdad, better than Gretzky. Jesse says knocking the goalie posts off is called strategy. Yeah, that's why they got rid of it. That's why it's a delay of game. Cool strategy, man, delaying the game. I mean, it worked. They didn't call it. I don't know what they would need to see to call that. I need to know what the NHL needs to do. Oh, nice. Good save by Pickard. The NHL needs to come up with a video that's like, here's a textbook definition of a hook. Here's a textbook definition of a cross check. Here's a textbook definition of goaltender interference. All of these rules, so we can at least like refer to them and know what they look like and know what the NHL is asking for. I know why they don't do it, which is they don't like to explain themselves because that means you can hold them to account. But wouldn't it be nice? Bowden Production says Aiden Hill hit that post harder than Bennett hit Stallers. Yo, we might have a point there. 50 seconds to go. It's not easy to knock a goalie, like a goal. It's not easy to knock a net off. It's not. Goofy Goober says Steve and Jesse in House League hockey better than Gretzky. True. True. 30 seconds to go in the first. All in all, good period for both teams. Can't hate. A lot of high danger scoring chances. Coaches hate that, except for this coach, Chris Knobloch, who does not. Because that's what they are. Just be what you are, Edmonton. Be you, baby. 15 seconds to go. Oh, here we go. Edmonton defense just letting guys through because that's what they do. 8 seconds to go. This is going to be a fun series, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. That was a quick first period, man. It's 10:30. It's done. That was fast. Francois Lebel, yes, but then the NHL couldn't do things. Exactly. Andrew says, Adam, how are you doing? I'm great, Andrew. How are you doing? A2 Carbonin says, Pickard seems nervous AF. Well, I don't really blame him. Oh, Natalie Drake upgrading to STP VIP ad free. Natalie wants her episodes an hour before everybody else. She wants to be a true VIP. And that's what true VIPs get. VIP treatment. And it's also ad free, which is nice. Pure Luke Dubois. Hey, Adam, did you watch Star Wars Tales of the Underworld? Man, I haven't even caught up on Andor yet, although I am 5 episodes in, and holy moly, is that show the greatest friggin' Star Wars show of all time. TV show wise, it's better than Mandalorian. It's amazing. Uh, everybody's saying, "Yay, Natalie! Yay, Natalie Drake! Woo!" Yeah, I think it's amazing, and I can't wait to watch Tales from the Underworld. And so, Andor is a show that I watch with my wife because she loves that. But my wife does not watch anything like cartoon or animated. I don't know. She's weird that way, and I think she's missing out. And I'm going to work on her on that. But she's never seen like Clone Wars or any of that stuff. So she's not going to get Tales from the Other World, so I can just binge that myself. In fact, I might even watch a couple episodes when I get home tonight. Robert says, Adam, watch BoJack Horseman already. I know I haven't seen it. I know that's one of Jesse Blake's favorite shows. Jesse likes a dark comedy. Hey, Hayden, what'd you say? Hayden calls it one of the best shows he's ever watched. You know what other show I haven't seen enough of? I've seen pieces of, but never enough. Rick and Morty. People love that show. They die for that show. I've never seen it. I've seen like an episode. Oh, Natalie dropping an SDPN membership in there just so someone else gets to experience what it's like to be a VIP. And Matt, you received Natalie's gifted membership. So Matt, maybe you want to give Natalie a big thank you in the chat, my friend. Huh? Yanaki says BoJack is way better than Rick and Morty. Who plays BoJack? Is it Will Arnett? Jesse says BoJack's one of the best written shows of all time, so it's Will Arnett. Which anything Will Arnett does, I'm in. Freaking love that guy. He's amazing. Hawks 23. BoJack clears Rick and Morty by a mile. Wow. Jared says Jesse with a great take for once. Jesse. It's 10:33 and the claws are coming out. 10:33 our time, by the way. Goofy Goober says The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker ruined the sequel trilogy. I totally agree. Lot of weird loose ends that they just. And I'm not one of those like incel weirdos that thinks The Last Jedi was bad because there was women in it. Star Wars has always been about that. It's always been about strong women and strong minorities, and that's the whole friggin' idea. But The Last Jedi was not a complete story. It just wasn't. It had great elements. Not a complete story. And The Rise of Skywalker was caca. I wish they could just delete those movies from canon and be like, they didn't happen. Here we go. I'm Ants in My Eyes Johnson. I don't know what that is, but I hope it's good. 5 SDPN memberships dropped in. Thank you so much. We love you. Francois LaBelle. Watch the anime movie Your Name, and you and your wife will love it. I will check it out. You watched that one, Hayden? Your Name? Hayden says he bawled at that movie. Really? All right, I'm into it. Punks are punk. Welcome to SDP VIP. Consider joining SDP VIP ad free. But either way, we're so happy to have you on the VIP episodes because they're lots of fun. 420. The prequels were awesome. Jar Jar gave emergency powers to the Chancellor from Naboo. I love the Jar Jar Binks conspiracy theory that he was like a dark Sith Lord, and I wish that they could recut those and make that the thing. Don't you? Hey, Hayden, what are we doing for clips today? Oh, you guys want to see Steve's second round picks since we're watching game 1? Let's do that. I'm going to get a coffee. I'm going to come back. See you in a sec.
What do we got now? Let's have a gander. We'll start with the Dallas Stars taking on the Winnipeg Jets. Winnipeg had to take on a lot of demons in the first round, specifically Connor Hellebuck. And sometimes he beat them, and sometimes they beat his ass. They beat him. The Jets had a really tough time on the road. The Dallas Stars, meanwhile, dude, they might be getting even stronger. We don't know if Mark Scheifele is going to return in this series, and we don't know how healthy he's going to be. Meanwhile, the Stars might get Miro Heiskanen. We're not sure. They might get Jason Robertson. We're not sure. Maybe it's all of the series. Maybe it's some of it. Maybe it's none of it. We're not sure. But we know that they had enough to take on Colorado, and playoff Mikko Rantanen activated. I do love very much that the winner of this series could very well be the starting goalie for the United States at the Olympics. It's Connor Hellebuck going directly up against Jake Ottinger. This is no disrespect to the Jets. They are an extremely good team. Good forward group, good D-core, great goaltending, even if it's spotty and unpredictable at times. But I look at the Dallas Stars, when they're healthy, as the deepest team in hockey. Their forward group is preposterous. Their D-core, I hate the right side, I love the left, and their goaltending's magnificent. Here's the thing that we learned about the Dallas Stars. When they need a goal, they can get it. Doesn't really matter what you throw in front of them. That's why I have Dallas beating Winnipeg. If I had to put a game on it, 6. Up next, adrenaline in a can. We got the Vegas Golden Knights taking on the Edmonton Oilers. Again, I love this series because to me, it's a full circle moment. Forget the Jack Eichel versus Connor McDavid stuff. A lot of people are going to try to sell you that. Meh, old storyline. It's definitely a fact. To me, the Vegas Golden Knights are the team that made the Edmonton Oilers believe. The Oilers made the conference final in 2022. Colorado handled them pretty soundly. They swept them. So even though you made it to the Final Four, you're still half of the wins away that you need to win the Stanley Cup. You need 16, you won 8. But when Vegas ran over everybody en route to the Stanley Cup in 2023, including their Stanley Cup final opponent, the Florida Panthers, the Oilers, by the end of it, we were all looking at them and going, they got closest. How did the Oilers respond? They made it to the Stanley Cup final, and they were 1 win shy, 2 goals shy. Vegas, they were in flux like they sort of always are. They just got all these guys, but they weren't necessarily part of the, like a big part of the team yet, and gelled and healthy, and they're taking on Dallas in the first round. That's a really tough matchup. So they lose to Dallas. Dallas plays Edmonton, loses. If you're Edmonton, you gotta have a lot of belief here. Now, your series started awful. Down 0-2 to the Kings. You're losing game 3 to the Kings, but it looks like you tied it up. Hooray! And you're getting Evander Kane back. All right, we're getting stronger. Yeah, you're still in a deficit. The weirdest, dumbest, frankly, it was not a smart challenge ever. Oilers take advantage, win game 3. They haven't lost since. Don't let this Oilers team get hot. They're scoring all up and down the lineup. This isn't just the Connor and Leon show. If they can find themselves in a strong position when Matthias Ekholm rejoins the lineup, oh no. The Golden Knights are big, and they're bigger than the Kings in the spots that matter most, in front of the net. We focus on the speed and everything, but the Oilers' net front presence is a huge part of their offense. Those guys make it miserable in the blue paint. If the Golden Knights can clear them out of there, I like their chances. If the Golden Knights attack can beat the Ekholmless Oilers D-core, maybe they can outscore them. But you still don't want to do the run and gun thing with the Edmonton Oilers because that's what the Kings did. The Kings scored a lot of goals for a team that lost, and it didn't matter. I'm having a really hard time with this one. I'm going to say, in 7 games, Edmonton. Looking out east, we got the Carolina Hurricanes taking on the Washington Capitals in a Metro Division clash. 2 teams who I don't know if they know what to make of themselves after round 1. You have the Carolina Hurricanes, who made pretty decently easy work of the New Jersey Devils, who were missing half their D-core and their best forward. How are you supposed to win a series like that? Then you have the Washington Capitals, who, just like them on the receiving end the year before, they're the President's Trophy winners taking on this young up-and-coming team. Yes, last year the Capitals, young and up-and-coming, they had Ovechkin. A lot of really young parts on that team, underratedly so. The Hurricanes love to have the puck. They love to fire the puck. Freddie Anderson, great goalie. How many games is he going to play? Logan Thompson was hurt for the Capitals. Looked like he was out for the playoffs. He's still there. The Hurricanes are going to be the kind of team that lets Logan Thompson feel the puck. Is that going to be something that Thompson actually likes? Not every goalie can handle that. These are 2 very good D-cores, in my opinion, for different reasons. Jacob Slavin, breakout star from the Four Nation Faceoff. Breakout is, we'll use that term loosely. Breakout is usually reserved for someone who hasn't been in the league a long time. It's just maybe the rest of us didn't know how good Jacob Slavin was. The Capitals, they're underratedly mean, but the name of the game is move that puck. Then there's the forward groups. The Capitals have this wonderful depth attack made of aging superstars, misfit toys who are breaking out with the Caps in unbelievable ways, and young up-and-coming stars that not everyone is hip to yet. Alexi Protas and Connor McMichael. This team is really deep and really good. I didn't even talk about Tom Wilson yet. You see, Tom Wilson ran amok and became a huge factor against the Montreal Canadiens because the Canadiens tried to throw guys at Wilson. I don't know if I really see the Hurricanes doing that. Like, who's gonna do it? Like, Mark Jankowski, maybe? Like, who's gonna be that guy who tries to goad him into doing something stupid? Who even matches up against that guy physically? Is that really what you want Brent Burns doing? Sebastian Aho was excellent against the Devils, but you gotta watch out for the emergence of Andrei Svechnikov. That guy cut his teeth in this league by getting knocked out by Alex Ovechkin. He had 5 goals in 5 games. And speaking of Ovechkin, how do you shut that old man down? No one has been able to do it. Ever. I think this series is going to be so much fun, but I don't expect the same literally bench brawls that we saw from the Caps Habs series. I think this is just going to be a fast, high-octane hockey product. Give me Caps in 6. I really like their power. I really do. And now, Toronto Maple Leafs taking on the Florida Panthers. This is very interesting. I'm going into this series completely different mentally because the Leafs, who are perennial chokers, that's the well-earned reputation, they have to win this series against Ottawa. They go up 3-0. No one's sad. No one's concerned. Lose a couple games. Everyone's sad. Everyone's concerned. And then they win. And you feel good. And it's a real weird mental adjustment to have everyone going, yeah, but Florida's going to slaughter you. And you're like, what? You look at the team. You look at how they've played all year. You look at the fact that they have home ice advantage. You look at the fact that they were able to finally get over the hump and they win a series there. And they're playing Florida again with home ice advantage. Again, I don't think this Leafs team is the same team that took the ice in 2023. I don't think this Panthers team is the same Panthers team that took the ice in 2023. There might be some fatigue there with the Panthers. We know a lot of their guys have battled injuries down the stretch and in the playoffs. No Aaron Ekblad in game 1, which is big for the Leafs. Leafs didn't sustain any serious injuries that we know of against Ottawa. I mean, we're going to find out they're all liars. I didn't know Tampa had that many injuries, and then it's like, oh yeah, no, we're all half alive. I think the Leafs have better goaltending than they did in 2023. Like, even if Wool had to come into this series, Wool is better now than he was 2 years ago. The Leafs have a way better D-core than they did in 2023. I think the Leafs forward group, well, that one's interesting. I love the O'Reilly, Rookie Nyes, and Noel Acciari line, and then in game 1, Sam Bennett thought, you know what? I'm going to try to crack this guy's head like an egg. And he did. And no one cared. And it was fine. You can't push Nyes around like that anymore. That guy's a Jeep. But now, isn't it destiny? The Leafs get to take on Brad Marchand anyway. Even though the Bruins are gone. They're not there. You get to take on Brad anyway. It's so fun. Listen, I give Florida the advantage here. I already said it on the podcast. Cats in 7. I already said that. I'm not going to take it back. That's how I feel. But I think the Leafs could win this series, and I think if you think this is going to be a short series, you're in for a surprise. This is going to be a war. This is going to be violent. If anything, I think Craig Berube's Leafs are going to want to slow the Panthers down because that's where Berube teams succeed while getting violent. I already said Cats in 7, but this thing ain't going. It's not going to be the 5-gamer that we saw in 2023, in my opinion. So, hypothetically, let's just have some fun. Where does that leave us? Dallas versus Edmonton. Goodness gracious, we all deserve for that one to go 7. Impossible to know who's going to be healthy, so we can't really use that. Both teams are so stupidly deep up front. I would say Miro Heiskanen's going to be a huge factor, but he hasn't played a game yet in these playoffs, and Connor McDavid literally doused him in gas and lit him on fire last year. Here's the difference. Can Calvin Pickard keep this up? Yeah. Oh, boy. You know how I know the Oilers are going to win? Dallas in 7. And in the East, I got the Capitals. I got the Panthers. Unless the Caps show that they got a little bit of Tom Wilson everywhere in their lineup, I think the Panthers brutalize that young team. Caps still get a couple games in there. I'll say Cats in 6. Cats and Caps. Very tricky. Florida's going to win that in 6, and I think the list of injuries is going to be extremely long. So, I could have had the Edmonton-Florida rematch in the Stanley Cup Final. I don't. Dallas. Ah, yes, Dallas. This is the series that Finland built, that basically half the players in the league who are Finnish are either on the Stars or the Panthers. Kitos for that. But this is all hypothetical, and we're not going to know who the eventual Stanley Cup champions are for, like, How long? Like another 6 weeks? Lots to happen between now and then. What do you think is going to happen between now and then? Leave a comment in the comment box down below. But for now, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Round 2 coming up.
Oh, okay. Listen, I know we have a hockey game to talk about, but the only thing I actually want to talk about is Drew and Jesse in the chat giving me shit for being late tonight. Listen, late games are supposed to start at 10 p.m., not 9:30, not 9:50, 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Okay, Eastern Standard Time. That is it's supposed to be 8 o'clock Oilerville time. All right, that's what it should be. 7 o'clock Vegas time. 8 o'clock Edmonton time. 10 o'clock Toronto time. What are we doing here with these 9:30 starts? Why don't you take your 9:30 start and not make it 9:30? Okay. The other thing that I actually do want to like just talk about, I want to spend all night talking about is the Grand Theft Auto trailer. Because boy, that game looks really, really good. It was all cutscenes. We didn't get any gameplay. And one of my favorite comments underneath the video on IGN's YouTube page was great. Now I have to stay alive for one more year just in hopes to be able to play this. It's true. There was also a guy who was like, "Hey, um, yo, Drew, did you time me out of the chat? What the hell? Drew kicked me out of the chat. Drew, you can't time me out like that, dude. Wow, I actually can't even see the chat. All right, here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Hello, Drew. That's brutal. I just the thing with Grand Theft Auto is that it is such a immaculately detailed, incredible game, and we have outside of like a few games recently gotten just a dog's breakfast. Right? Baldur's Gate was great. I think there's a new Bannerlord expansion coming out. Like, there's some really good stuff, but like, I I need a video game company to come out and raise the bar and make it matter for other video game companies to do good because they stink lately. They stink. Tears of the Kingdom whips ass. I've never played it. Expedition 33 is good. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I hear that game is absolutely incredible, Rich. Rich M just dropped that in the chat. And I've heard it's amazing. Like you're a medieval knight and you're walking through with the sword. It's Jesse Blake's kind of game. Jesse loves being a knight. I've What is Expedition 33? Tell me about that. What is it? It's an odd game. All right. Let me look it up. Expedition 33. Expedition 33. Really? So that might win Game of the Year. Is it open world? Interesting. Wow. Expedition 33 quickly becoming one of Brandon R's top 3 games of all time. Whoa, baby. All right. All right. All right. Period 2 about to start. I'm going to be a clap. I'll give you the clap. Boom. Sunken Train. Adam, what games do you play on? Well, I haven't played. So funny when the Warhammer game came out. I think in September. Oh, here we go, Henry. Oh, shot off the post to start the period. Not bad for the Edmonton Oilers. Not bad at all. Connor Brown. Oh, okay. All right. So I'll answer the video game question in a second. 1933 left in the second period. So I promised Tim and Justin Fisher, Tim Haraney, Justin Fisher, and I think Hayden, you played this too. The Warhammer game, Warhammer. And I promised them, I was like, guys, once December rolls around, I'll play it. I'll buy the game and I'll play it because, when it came out, it was September, and I love a September release. Oh, nice skate there by Connor Brown. Oh, he's gonna get a shot here, isn't he? Oh, he didn't make a play. Got to make a play. Oh, McDavid. Ooh, good snare by Aiden Hill. Yeah, anyway, I told him, I was like, guys, I will play with you in December. when my schedule clears up a bit and things are going to chill and it's going to be good. And it is now May, and I still have not downloaded the game. I still have not bought it. I probably should, but I have not bought it at all, and I've heard it's actually incredible. And not Warhammer, not Warhammer like where they play on the table. I'm talking about just the Warhammer like shoot 'em up game. Because killing aliens is fun, especially evil ones. Anyway, I still have not downloaded that, and Tim and Justin have moved on from that game, so we can't play online together. Gaming at West William Richard says gaming as an adult is tough. Hard to find anything to get into in depth, other than like Mario Kart with free time. Love Tears of a Kingdom though. One thing that I used to love, StarCraft and like Total War and stuff like the single player games because you can, some of them are turn based, some of them are RTS, but you can pause and come back and you know doesn't have a good name. Yo, how TF does Adam know about Bannerlord? What? Yo, Bannerlord is the nerdiest game I've ever played, and it's probably my favorite video game all time. It's so freaking good, and I have blown so many hours on it. So many hours on that game. It's painful. I don't even want to think about I could have a six-pack of abs if I devoted that much time to what I devoted to Bannerlord. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Yanaki Toronto, would you ever consider streaming video games? Absolutely. I've actually thought about that because, like, through the summer, we don't do a lot of streams, obviously. And in August, we take the month off because we don't have any time off the rest of the year. Like, especially through the playoffs, you're literally you're working every day. And I'm not complaining. I freaking love this job. It's amazing. But I feel like for us to just go away is kind of sad too because I miss the stream. So maybe what we do in July is we pick a video game and we do that. And you know what game I really want to play is the new Dune game. And maybe we go and we create a character and then we like build our own little Dune castle and we stay away from those sandworms and we become Lisan Al Gaib. Stay away from Muad'Dib. Scary. Ooh. Hayden says he would watch a full series of Steve acting as the main character in Red Dead Redemption. Honestly, I've been telling Steve to do it. It would be so sick to watch him just do a full playthrough, except for that first chapter of Red Dead. Red Dead 2's first chapter. It's like, okay, I'm going to do nothing for the next hour. And as a dad, that's really hard to do. I can't get an hour in a row. Come on. Hayden wants him to role play as John Marston. The problem with that is John Marston's voice is hard to do. Steve can do it for like a sentence or two, but he can't like keep it up. Robert said Steve did 2 episodes. I spent so much time editing that. Yeah, I know. Tim Wiley, I was so stoked for Civ 7, Civilization 7, but it's so bad. It is bad. I've heard. It's a bummer. Natalie Drake, I need to hear the John Marston impression. Well, Steve does a monster John Marston if you're looking for it. Get everyone at STPN to play a game of 6v6 on NHL 25. I'd love to see Chris Johnston firing that up. Chris is hilarious because I know he played video games growing up and stuff, but I don't think he's very technically savvy. So it'd be really funny getting him on. Plus, we'd have like 12 people who all talk for a living, talking over each other. That would be chaos. Absolute chaos. Yanni Havisto, it's 5:54 a.m. in Finland, and I just woke up for this game. Yanni, welcome. Natalie Drake, I like the first chapter of Red Dead Redemption. It's slow and impactful and world building. Yes, it is. But when you're going for your like third playthrough, you're like, can I skip some of this? Oh, yo, that goal that goes in, right? That's a goal, right? The Sijniker. ESPN commentary getting the players wrong when it's slow and looking directly at the guy's nameplate. Classic. Hey, man, listen. I mean, I do a little bit of play-by-play in doing this. It's obviously not all that I do. I get it. It's sometimes you screw stuff up, especially if you got to do multi-sport stuff. Like you got to remember, some of these guys are like jumping into a series. By game 2, they'll have it, but it is. Oh wow, Aiden Hill just barely kept that out. They'll get it, but it does take you a second. So I always give people grace. I know you're supposed to be prepped. It's their main job. 15:42 left in the second period. Francois Lebel, I'm a dad and I can play for hours. Okay, my daughter is 31 and lives with her boyfriend, though. Okay, well, Francois. Okay, Francois. Well, my daughter's 6 or will be. Oh, I think the Oilers are going to tie this game here. And this is like their third line. This is like Trent Frederick's line. They're looking good. This is Trent Frederick, Connor Brown, and Adam Henrique. And did Connor Brown take a penalty or draw one? Nobody seems to know. Trip on Roy. Hayden thinks it might be a trip on Roy. He doesn't have a. Oh, it's holding. So it's Roy, who didn't have his stick, is holding. Okay. Good for them. That's what you need from your third line. Trent Frederick, Adam Henrique, Connor Brown, offensive zone pressure. By the way, I'm using an LFR mug for Steve. Third line doing its job. Creating stuff. We like that. All right, let's go. Yeah. Yeah, Hayden, let's come back to this. Joachim Hillman upgraded to SDP VIP ad free. Love hearing that, man. Welcome. Welcome to the inner circle where you get the episodes fresh and new and before everybody else because you're cool now. You're cool now. You know what game I haven't played, guys? Since we're on an Oilers power play and they're not set up yet, I'm going to tell you this, and you're going to be embarrassed for me. I've never played The Last of Us, and I've never played The Last of Us Part 2. And I think that's wrong. And I think you're right to criticize me for it. Hayden saying I'm ending the stream because you said that. I know. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. It sucks. I need to do it. I've heard it's just outstanding. I got a little obsessed with Horizon Zero Dawn for a couple of years there. Oh, man. Oh, McDavid. Oh, Draisaitl almost set Corey Perry up for the second easiest goal of his career. The first easiest being the one he scored in the first period. They are looking good. Jared says, any cringy listener calls from radio days? Man, every day you get cringy listener calls. You just maybe didn't put them on the air. Hayden worked at the sports radio station in town, The Fan. Now, you will find on talk radio, the callers you get they're cracked. They're nuts. With pop radio, it's more like kids that want to hear songs who are obsessed with like Justin Bieber, that kind of thing. Woo. Muted kills. No way, Adam. Those are goated games. I know. I got to get into it. It's sort of like certain TV shows. Like I just have not had the time. And I've never seen The Sopranos. I know. Embarrassing. Got to find the time for it. Here we go. 39 seconds to go. Hawks 23. If you're really into scary games, Alien Isolation is really good. I've heard that's good. I also heard there's like a few. Was it Silent Hill? Like that was like the original scary video game. That would be fun. Now, is that a game that you play when it's sunny out, or do you play at night for the effect. Here comes McDavid across the line. Drops to Hyman. Goofy Goober. Kind of random, Adam, but are we ever going to hear that story about Steve clogging the toilet at SDPN a few months back? Well, we got to do it on the podcast if we're going to do it. But yes. Hayden still has the video of me going to unclog it. So yeah, maybe we should. Outlast is the scariest game I've played. What makes it scary? Tell me what makes it scary. I got to know. Hawks 23. This feels like a VIP subject. It does, doesn't it? 12:34 left in the second period. Gripper Nation. Game 1. Edmonton Oilers, Vegas Golden Knights. It's been an exciting game so far. A little less excitement in the second period, but hey, we'll take it. Shots are 7-0 in favor of Edmonton this period. Can you believe that? The way Vegas was walking through the Oilers in the first period, it's pretty hard to believe, but they're doing it. Robert says, I convinced Justin Fisher to play Baldur's Gate 3. I've heard that game is awesome. I want to try it. D49 says, great to meet you at your live show today. A true pro. You and everyone at STPN will be back Thursday. Nice to meet you too. Thank you for coming. By the way, probably a good time to mention that you can come watch us do the show anytime you want. We're going to be on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday this week from 11 to 2. We'd love to see you there. I think there was about 15 people there today, which is awesome in the middle of the day while people are at work. Also, we're getting seats back, so you won't have to stand the whole time. Don't have a good name says, man, Adam's never played The Last of Us, but no life to Bannerlord. Literally on the same wavelength. Listen, Bannerlord is bonkers good. It's so good, and they got the new extension coming out, and oh baby, am I ready? I'm ready to not get a tan this summer and just sit inside. Here we go, Bouchard, Draisaitl. 11:30 left in the second period. Pickard, Draisaitl, McDavid. They've just been everywhere tonight. They're on their game. Nurse with the shot. That shot's blocked. $11 minutes to go in the second. Hey, here's a question. Did anyone play Star Wars Squadrons? I've heard that's really cool if you've got a like you've got like a head thing, like if you've got the full VR set, which I don't have. Oh, wow. Vegas looked like they were going to get their first shot of the period there, and they missed the net. And there's their first shot from the point. Jack Eichel with his head in the air, knowing they missed a good opportunity there. Wes Richard, 5 SDPN gifted memberships. Thank you, Wes. You rock, buddy. Dylan TV Villain says, Hayden is not alone. Hear about the new content coming for Destiny 2 later today to be released in July. So Destiny 2 is good? You hate it? It's your favorite game? What do you mean? So it's a mess, but you love playing it like it's addictive. Now, is it one of those ones you go online and you play? Because so what they're doing with the new Dune game is it's going to be a lot like Fallout 76, which is the first little bit you're going to be on your own, and then it's going to be a full world building with a whole bunch of other people that are live. And I just feel like straight up, if you're like building a base or whatever, people are just going to come rob you. Like you're going to get messed with. It's Dune. It's the Duneverse. They're going to wreck you. Rich M says, hate it and favorite game is an apt description for Destiny 2. Wow. This is interesting. Say that again. So you so is it frustrating? Does it glitch? Like, what is it? It hasn't changed in 10 years. It's the same thing, but he just can't get enough. Well, fair enough. All right, here we go. All right. Destiny 2 is a friendly version of Fallout 76. I thought Fallout 76 was friendly. I thought people were nice in that. All right, here we go. Nugent Hopkins to take the face off. Boom. Evander Kane gets the puck up the ice. And that is icing, friends. That's not what you wanted. People in the chat talking about Robin Leonard, hoping he's doing okay. Yeah, I hope so too. I think he's had a tough go. I don't know what's going on there, but he was a hell of a goalie. When he was on, he was really on. White Cloud gets a penalty for tripping there on Hyman. Now, this is where it gets dangerous for Vegas. You guys already know what I'm going to say here. Edmonton can score whenever the hell it wants. And I think we're going to see one here. 10-14 left in the second. Boom. Draisaitl with the face-off win. Bouchard from the point. McDavid. Centers. Oh, man. Nuge almost had one through traffic. Good start to this power play. Good opportunities here. Bouchard down to Nuge. To Draisaitl. Shot. Nice save by Adin Hill. And a great play by the Edmonton Oilers. Like, really quick. Woo! RDP, Adam, Vegas have no problem with a 2-1 game. I'm sure they don't. Edmonton does, though. You're going to have issues with Edmonton staying at 1 goal. I don't know if it's possible. But we'll find out. McDavid gets that puck out of the air. Puck back to Bouchard. Nugent Hopkins. Bouchard. Nugent Hopkins. Puck into the net, or sorry, in towards the net. Misses everybody, goes wide. McDavid on the half wall. Draisaitl, where he scores goals, which is a bizarre spot, but he does it better than anybody else in the world. McDavid down to Draisaitl. Nugent Hopkins moving in. He's open. Bouchard with the shot from the point. Nugent Hopkins almost got a stick on that rebound, and he would have had a wide open net, but the Vegas Golden Knights clear. By the way, the Vegas shot that we thought they had in this period, the shot counter has taken it away, even though it was clearly a shot. So Vegas are officially back to 0 shots this period, 9 for the Oilers so far, and there's 10 from Connor McDavid and a big stretch save by Adin Hill. Adin Hill doing a great job. Great job for the Vegas Golden Knights. Edmonton Oilers, I know they're down by a goal in this game, but they have been pretty dominant. Why was I stupid in my bracket in the first round? I doubted Edmonton. Moron. Idiot. By the way, if you'd like a second chance at your bracket, you can hit the link in the description. Our second chance bracket for round 2 is available, and it's excellent, and it's free. So you can do both brackets. You can have your full playoff bracket, and you can have your round 2 and onwards, and try to win both. Why not? McDavid to Bouchard is able to recover. I thought Vegas was going to clear there. There's Nuge. Shot in! Oh, man. Hyman almost had one. And the refs call it dead a little bit early, I think, there. McDavid's pissed. 37 seconds left on this power play. Great play. Like Nugent Hopkins and Bouchard have had it going on. Look, why does the ref call this? It's very clearly open, wide open. Yeah, I don't like that. All right, here we go. Hayden says if we get a 2023 Stanley Cup rematch, is that Vegas, Florida? That'd be interesting. I mean, it is interesting that in this series, two teams that went to successive Stanley Cups, one that won, the other that lost. And I think whoever wins this series, I mean, they're going to have to probably play Dallas or I think Dallas is going to win that Winnipeg series. I don't know about you guys. I feel like Dallas is so good. Um, yeah, the West is kind of crazy this year. Poke checked away from McDavid. There's only about 9 seconds left on this power play. 8:19 left. And that's it. Vegas clears it. And they're going to have a break here. Puck back, shot. Oh, and it's blocked by Evan Bouchard, who is back on the shift, playing defense. How about that? Go Evan. So the Golden Knights got their shot back, by the way, Hayden. We're back to 11 shots. So that is, I believe, 12 shots for the Oilers, 1 shot for the Golden Knights in this second period. Guys, this is a little rough. A little rough for the Golden Knights right now. It is the first game. Francois Labelle, I'm going to hate myself in the morning, but I have to get up early on work days. Good night, all. Francois, enjoy your night. Thanks for hanging out, man. We appreciate you. $7:17 left in the second. Vegas turns it around. Shot in, does not hit the net. Again, Vegas has only had 1 recorded shot this period. Yeah, the Oilers have been pretty good. You know, Vegas, good for them. 2-1. Barely played in the second period. There's really been one team. Oh, bad play by Evander Kane. Vegas turns it over. Oh, almost created an opportunity, but a Edmonton Oiler broke that up. 6:29 left in the second. Connor Brown. Oh, we got another turnaround and giveaway from the Edmonton Oilers to the Vegas Golden Knights in the Oilers zone, and they seem to be handling it fine. Some nervous moments for the Oilers, but they were able to get the puck out, and it looks like this is going to hit Aiden Hill. No. And they waved the icing off. I don't know what the reasoning was for that, if somebody touched it. Life Olmstead says, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being best, how would you grade Oscar Piastri's gritty attempt after his win in Miami? Oh, nice shot from the Oilers. I'll give you that answer in a second. Actually, I'll give the answer now. It's a 1 because he tried. It was bad. Hayden gives it a -1. There's Connor McDavid and Bennett. I want to know how they got all those in that ad. I want to know how they got all those bobbleheads into one room. Where did you get them all? And how did you get them all to shake at the same time? How do you do that? How do you get every bobblehead in that room? There's thousands of them. Shake at the same time. 5:39 left in the second period. Oilers second line taking the face off. Nicholas Watt. It is not Roy. I keep calling him Nicholas Roy. It is Watt. Now, I have a question. Minnesota Wild fan, producer Hayden. Are you now cheering for the Edmonton Oilers because the Vegas Golden Knights beat your Minnesota Wild? Or are you cheering for the Golden Knights because, hey, at least if they beat my team, they should go on and win the Stanley Cup so I can feel better about it? Which one is it? So Hayden says his allegiances go Minnesota, Toronto, and then every other Canadian team. Well, there you have it. So Oilers, go Oilers, says Hayden. Kulak, down low. Oilers with more great offensive zone pressure. McDavid just taking Eichel on. You know, we haven't made enough of this series containing the first and second overall picks from that 2015 draft. And you know Eichel's going to have to do a lot of covering McDavid. 4:20 left in the second period. 4:20 blaze it. Kulak to Draisaitl. And there's John Klingberg. No, yeah. Wallman. Oh. And the puck is clear. The Oilers have been spectacular in this period. Chris Knobloch is going to be able to, if they obviously play the next 4 minutes well, going to be able to take them to the dressing room and go, guys, you were sick. Well done, man. VGK Jameson dropping the American flag and the Eagles. Oh, we see you, VGK Jameson. We see you. 3:41 left in the second. Chance for Vegas here. Oilers break it up. Mark Stone line on for the Vegas Golden Knights. These would be the takeaway kings. These guys are going to be the ones that, Carlson almost had a shot there. These are going to be the guys that steal pucks. They're thieves. 3 minutes left, essentially, and it's like 3:10 left in the second period here. This has been an all Oilers period. One shot for the Vegas Golden Knights. And if you're saying, hey, are the Oilers playing crazy defense and boxing out the Vegas Golden Knights? No, they're spending the entire period in the Vegas Golden Knights zone. There's Evander Kane breaking in. And I think that's an offside. Had the puck broken up at the blue line. Hayden, is Nicholas Waugh related to Patrick Waugh? I don't think so. I think Waugh is a pretty common name in La Belle Provence. So wait, Wikipedia. So AI is saying what? AI is saying that is his uncle and his dad? All right, well, we're going to have to do a little more research on that. I don't know about that one. Francois M. Can Aiden Hill stop being good, please? They're going to have to get some more bodies in front of that net. Aiden Hill's good, man. Good goalie. Lisa says, I have wanted a Canadian team to win my entire adult life to make Gary mad. LOL. Well, you've been waiting a long time. This is year 33. William Richards dropping 5 SDPN memberships. William, thank you, sir. And Bolvar, Jake Costello, CJ, Rob78, and the Real Ace. You guys all got STPN memberships. Welcome to STP VIP. Randy also, welcome to STP VIP. Randy signed up on his own. Aiden Hill is very streaky, but when he's on, he's on. Well, he's a Stanley Cup winner. 620 people with us tonight. I love this, by the way. I'm so glad we're all here, having a good time. Gripper Nation, just enjoying life, watching some hockey, talking about video games and Star Wars. I don't know if it gets any better than this. I don't know if I could have set life up any better. This is cool. Thank you all for being here. I don't say that enough, but I really appreciate you. Mel, American here. Most of us aren't assholes. We love Canada. Please don't blame us. I don't. There is one man responsible for that. I don't think any Americans were like, yeah, we're voting him in because we want tariffs on Canada and we want him to threaten them. That was not part of his campaign platform, threatening Canada. Trust me. William Richards, little parting gift for the night. Work at 3 a.m. night all. William, have a great night, my friend. Thank you for the parting gift, and we're so appreciative that you joined us. 2:45 left to go in the second period. 23-11 on the shots. But the shots in the second period, if you're just joining us, that's the crazy part. I think the Oilers are now at 13, and Vegas has 1. 1 shot. How are the Oilers doing it? Is it their crazy steady defense? No, it's their offense. The best defense is a great offense, and the Oilers have an otherworldly group of forwards. They can just do crazy shit. Pronik says, "Thank you, Adam, and remember, go Sens go." That was a fun series. I did enjoy it very much. Natalie Drake, I think I also have to tap out and go to bed. Normally I'd make it, but I'm not. I'm not at my most energetic. That's all good, Natalie. We get you. Listen, you guys stay as long as you can. I'm just happy that you're here. 1:55 left in that second period. Wallman gets the puck in. Podkolzin tries to get it. Janmark, this fourth line has done some good work for the Oilers tonight. They're not going to be the standout stars. They're not really going to be the story, but they've done some good work. Shots 13-1 for Vegas this period. Broken up that play, that 3-on-2 by the Oilers. Robar says Stoller's brain got turned into eggs Benedict yesterday. Steve booed me. I'm going to boo you today, Robar. Boo. Boo on that. Boo, sir. Boo. Libby. 1 minute left in the second. Bouchard getting it in. By the way, this game is moving quickly. How long? Okay, here comes McDavid. Breaking in. 52 seconds. Shot blocked. This is exactly what Vegas doesn't want. If you're Edmonton, score a goal here, carry this into intermission. I just don't know. I just don't know if they're going to do it. Oh, Vegas is offside. Stuart Haroon says, Adam, you, Steve, and Jesse are a lot of fun to watch. I'm thrilled to hear that, man. That is the point. We're supposed to be fun. Hockey's supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be a good time. So I'm glad. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Mel, I'm in Colorado. We are still in a lot of pain. Now, I know. I felt for Drew. That game was unbelievable. And I'm like we've had an existential crisis here in Toronto because everybody knows Mitch Marner's contract's up at the end of the season here. And for a long, long time, we've said this setup that they have doesn't work. But very clearly, Mikko Rantanen, you pay your stars. And Mikko's been unbelievable in the playoffs for basically his entire career. I think Colorado may have made a miscalculation there. I think they should have probably just signed him, and whatever Cale Makar wants, you pay him and keep those three guys together, because I just don't know. Even if they re-sign Brock Nelson, which they could totally do, that's going to be a really great Avalanche team next year, no question. But is it going to be enough with Dallas looking as good as they are? Department of Inconsistency says, can't believe all the slander towards the Department of Player Safety today. They're totally consistent and have no bias towards specific players or teams. Love the pod. Go, Wylde, go. Well, you know what, Department of Inconsistency? It's all in the name, isn't it? Jason Patrick, yeah, Colorado made a mistake. There's no way they saw that second trade to Dallas. I mean, Steve was saying on the show today that he's like, if I am Chris McFarland, who's the general manager of the Colorado Avalanche, I am never going to forgive Eric Tulsky, because they're going to play him not just now, but they're going to play him for the next 8 years in that division. And we estimated today they're going to probably play each other 4 or 5 times in the playoffs. That sucks, man. That sucks. As an Avs fan, I do not want Brock Nelson to come back, even though we need a 2C. I don't know what's available on the free agent market this year in terms of centerman. I don't think it's great. I don't know what they're going to do. I think you're probably best to re-sign Nelson. There's McDavid. Back. Shot. Blocked. Vegas is now doing the let's hunker down and block every shot. It's effective. It's not going to help them on offense. The Oilers can get a goal here. Kulak with a shot. It gets through. Aiden Hill's got it. Jiayu Wang says Nate is going to woo Sid all summer. Heck. I mean, listen. Even if Crosby was available, which from all we've heard, he's not. But at a certain point, you got to think. Um, Hey, go ahead. Hold on one second. The If Sidney Crosby is available, then Colorado makes sense. But like, what's Colorado going to pay for him? Because remember, if they're going to complete a trade, Pittsburgh's got to get a lot back, right? And they've already traded Callum Ritchie. What's left? Now, Hayden's got a list of the top centermen available in free agency. I know one of them is going to be Sam Bennett, right? What else is available, Hayden? Matt Duchene is available from the Dallas Stars. John Tavares from the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think they're going to re-sign him. They'd be crazy not to. Who else? Michael Granlund. I don't know if he's Colorado's second line center material. Who else? So the other two notables, other than Brock Nelson, would be Brad Marchand and Ryan Donato. And Brad Marchand does not play center much. So Claude Giroux, but even he doesn't play center much. He's playing wing a lot. He, yeah, and he's definitely staying in Ottawa. So I do think here's my. You want to hear a hot take? Total outside take. As much as you hate him now, Leaf fans, you probably should get used to liking Sam Bennett because if he doesn't resign in Florida with that tax-free stuff, remember he played for Brad Treliving in Calgary, and Treliving loved him and drafted him. He loves this guy. Jared says, Adam, I can't appreciate you guys enough. Getting me through the last 3 work days a week and the late night streams are amazing. My mental health thanks you. Well, Jared, my mental health thanks you because when believe it or not, we have bad days and we have bad months and we have bad years. And when we have had those, we have always had this. And this has always been a pretty amazing thing to step into. So just so you guys know, it's reciprocal. We love you just as much. Uh, The Freak Show 777. I just don't think Sam's a good fit. A 2C, only put up 4 assists. Oh, I guess that's Brock Nelson you're talking about. Nick, another Avs fan here. I kind of hope the team largely sticks together. I think they could use some time to build some chemistry. That's what I think with the Avs. Like, I think they're spectacular. And remember, they lost in the last period of the last game. I don't think you blow it up. I think a new coach could help. And I don't think Jared Bednar is a bad coach, but maybe a new sort of fresh set of ideas. Hayden's got an either or for us. You guys ready? Okay, go, Hayden. As a Leaf fan, would you want Nyes and Bennett or Marner and Tavares? Why does it have to be either or? Can't afford all of them. Well, you're gonna be able to afford Tavares because I think Tavares is gonna sign a Giroux deal. Nyes is gonna be Nyes is great, but they're gonna get him on a bridge deal, probably I would think 6-7 million. Is that crazy? And Bennett is gonna be. I mean, any UFA you sign will be overpaid, unless you're Florida and you have a tax-free situation or you're national. Every free agent, every unrestricted free agent, you pay a premium for because other teams want them. And why you're paying the premium is you're getting them for free. You're getting them without giving up assets. So you have to pay them more money. That's the trade off, right? So if Sam Bennett is a little bit overpaid, let's say Sam Bennett's an $8 million center. Let's say the Leafs are rolling Matthews, Tavares, Bennett down the center next year and Scott Lawton too. David Kampf and his contract are gone. You keep Yarncroke, Lorentz, Lawton together on that fourth. That's a sick. And imagine a team's got to play. You ready for this? Nyes on the first line, Bennett on the third line, and I don't know. Let's say you bring back Pacioretty. That's a freaking nasty team. That's nasty. It's mean. Yeah. Anyway, hey. So Hayden, what is our clip? Oh, I love this. Okay. So this clip is amazing. It's best of Steve from game 1. And it's a compilation of Steve being extraordinarily emotional during game 1. Check it out and I will see you at the start of period 3.
Dumps it. Pacioretty out there, battling Forsling. Pacioretty still up with Nylander and Tavares. Nylander shoots, scores! Are you kidding me? The first shot of the series finds the back of the net for the Leafs. Willie, 33 seconds in, play Panama. It's 1-0 Leafs. Yes! Bedlam in Maple Leaf Square. Willie kicks it off right where he left off. 2 goals in Game 6 to clinch it against Ottawa, and he gets the first goal here tonight. The Panthers are getting a power play out of that in a playoff game. In a playoff game. What did Max do? That's a cross-checking call? You are awful. Marchand smiling. Biggest joke officiating crew in the league. National Hockey League referees are the most bought and paid for shocking losers. And here comes Marner. Marchand is not going to golf with you. He is not going to invite you to his birthday. He is not inviting you to his cottage. That being a power play in a second round playoff game should send a chill down your spine. I'm actually dumbstruck. Thank goodness the penalty kill is going well so far. I swear to God if the Panthers score on this thing. I swear to God. They haven't even shown a replay of it. No, Drew. Leafs dump it. Penalty is half killed. So here's a replay. Here's a replay. So Marchand hits 2 guys. Is that what Domi got called for? Oh my God. Who are the refs? Who are the refs? Look this up. I hope they don't get another game this series. Oh my God. Oh my God. Benoit collects it, gets rid of it. That is one of the worst penalties I've ever seen called in a playoff game. Any teams. Drew, like, it's never good when you're watching the replay and you're like, was this it? Was this it? Like, you don't even friggin' know. Panthers, shoot. Blocked. Leafs clear. Puck, don't lie. Penalty killed. Shocking garbage. Nylander to Pacioretty. Pacioretty drops it for OEL. Shoots. Rebound. Willie scores. William Nylander back to back 2-goal games. 7:09 to go in the first period. And the Leafs score the first 2 goals of this game and first 2 goals of this series. Oh, wait. They're going to review it. No, because Brad Marchand had to blow his nose on the bench, and you can't do that. Max Domi, 2 minutes for looking over at Brad Marchand while he blows his nose. 2-0 Leafs. Looks good on you. Willie Dangle snipe. Looks good on you. Attaboy, Brad, attaboy. What a joke. I don't care the Leafs are up 2-0. I'm still mad. I'm going to be mad in my sleep. Our play, Seth Jones. Hands it off. Verhaeghe. Behind the net for Matthew Tkachuk. Point. Shot. Scores. The Florida Panthers get their first of the series. 3:03 to go in the first period. They cut the Leafs lead to 1. Boy, that's a really, really unacceptable way to surrender your first goal. There's bodies all over the place. This is a 2-on-1. Riley with Tavares. Riley scores! The Leafs get it right back. Playoff Morgan Riley activated. 3 past Bob in the first period alone. And it's 3-1 Leafs. Max Pacioretty was out there again
Did he friggin' touch this thing? What a shot from Mo. Look, he just showed the Bennett thing on Nyes again from 2023, and I'm mad all over again. Oh, yeah, there's Bennett on the bench. There's another oopsie. Nyes, Marchand, Stolers. Man, that guy, poor Sam Bennett. Can we start a fund? Can we start a gift basket? This guy keeps accidentally punching people in the head, glove on. Yeah, elbows up. You're right, Drew. Elbows up. He's taking it a little too literally. Tanev on. Tipped. Scores! Slam that one into the ice, baby! Matthew friggin' Nyes! That boy is a man now! Attaboy, Sam! Get a good view of that one from the bench. Attaboy, Sam! 4-1 Leafs! Punch our goalie in the head. We punch your goalie on the scoreboard. You know what? That wasn't even nice. One hopper. Oh, I think that might have just touched Nyes' stick. Tanev put it on. It might have. It was such a knuckler. It's impossible to tell if it was redirected. But whether it's Tanev's or it's Nyes, I don't care. Paul Maurice is going to chew these refs out in postgame for what? He did this after game 1 last year. Or sorry, not last year. Paul Maurice complained about the officiating. Remember this? The 5-1 or whatever it was. He was complaining and whining about the officiating 2023. Anyone remember what happened? They won. Like, oh, prison rules Paul, baby. Prison rules Paul. There's just another oopsie. Just another oopsie for Sam. Horrible league. Miserable, sad sack, hunk of garbage league. Lawton in front. Panthers. Uh-oh. Here they come. Lindell. He has Marchand. Lindell in front. And they score. Lusterinen, less than 2 minutes into the third. It is a 2-goal Leaf lead now. Down from 3. This line again, I'm telling you. Schmidt, here's the Panthers shot. They score. Balinskis. And now the Panthers are within 1. Figure this line out now. Right now. They're running you over. There's over 15 minutes to go in this game, and now you only have a 1-goal lead. They had 2 scoring chances there, and they buried 1. Figure out this line now. Yeah, oh, look at all the people in the chat all of a sudden. What happened over the last few minutes that made you watch? Hey, listen, you sick freaks. Listen, you sickos who came here just to watch me be mad. Click like. It takes a second. It's free. That's all I ask of you. And then you can just munch away on my anxiety, all right? Click like. We're at 3,500. That's bullcrap. You just got here, click like. My voice is in the sweet spot where I know it's going to be garbage tomorrow, but it sounds sexy as hell right now. Doesn't it? It's all gravelly. Oh, I'm going to barf. I'm going to barf. Gonna barf. Gonna barf. Gonna barf. Gonna barf. Gonna barf. Gonna barf. Hey! Gonna barf. 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 Hey! Make that into a beat. Game is rigged. Refs doing Bettman's work. If the league is rigged in favor of the Leafs, the NHL is really bad at it. Oh! Reinhart falls down hard. Wool was hit. Marner gets it to Nyes. Breakaway. Matthew Nyes scores! Matthew Nyes on the backhand from the breakaway with exactly 6 minutes to go in the third. Maple Leaf Square bumping. The chat bumping. The fists bumping. The Leafs regain a 2-goal lead here as they put 5 past Sergei Bobrovsky here in game 1. Marner. I was wondering why he was skating at like half speed, but he gets it to Nyes. It's beautiful, and what a move! Gun to the earth breakaway. I'm taking Matty Nyes. Nyes loves his Florida teams. Oh no, it's in front! They score! Sam Bennett roofs it. Of course. 1:53 to go in the third. The Panthers make it a 1-goal game again. Oh, baby. I swear to God, if you're here just for my misery and you don't click like, you're a bad person. Please click like. After this game, I'm going to Google hypertension. Get it out! Off the boards. It's in the neutral zone. 7. Florida, you're offside. They're offside. Leafs run out the clock. And the Panthers trying to get their pound of flesh after the horn. But the horn bleeds blue tonight. The Leafs take game 1. We're not going to mention how. 5-4 on home ice, which they earned. Joseph Woll bent but did not break in the absence of Anthony Stolarz. And he will be the goalie of record, I believe. The Leafs now lead this second round series against the Florida Panthers 1-0.
Yo, baby. We're back. Third period. We got a super chat here. Avs Media Avail. Bednar says, Sakic, if it were up to me, if we could do it, I'd love to get this same unit back and try for another run. It does kind of make a lot of sense, doesn't it? By the way, how did you guys enjoy Steve having an aneurysm? he was fired up. He was ready. Crazy game yesterday against the Florida Panthers. It is a nuts series, man. It's crazy. But I'm excited. McDiesel says, Mayor of Edmonton, Adam Wylde. Well, you know, I've always wanted to be the mayor of Edmonton, so I'm thrilled to be invited. What a great opportunity. Oh boy. We got another period of hockey to go. It's 11:43. It's well past my bedtime. I'll tell you that. Well past Hayden's bedtime too. I know Jesse is up and awake and alive till like 1 a.m. every morning. He likes to watch all the West Coast games, and I appreciate that about him. But when you have a kid and you got to get up early, you can't do that stuff so much. I wish I could. Robert says, I'm usually up until 2. Well, you know what? Rich Grease says, I'm new to this, but I got to come when Steve is doing play-by-play. I want to be there when his head explodes. Rich, it's awesome. This is the thing. Like I do, my streams are a little bit more chill. We talk a little bit and that sort of thing. This game has been really exciting, but super chill. The Panthers-Leafs series, there's no chill in that series. There's no chill. Absolutely none. So, you know, he's just got a crazy sort of slate ahead of him. You know what I mean? Deb Beneke, we need a Tom Wilson in this game. So true. VGK Jameson, you're all troopers. I'm tired, and it's not even 9 o'clock here yet. I know. McDiesel says, I was telling Steve to chill. I knew they were going to kill that call, LMFAO. Yeah, I know. I don't know. Asking Steve to chill, I think that goes against what Steve is. Punks are punk. I said this last season, but Adam streams are my favorite because I like watching the game. I'm watching a game I don't care about with a friend, and we're just talking about whatever. That's sort of how I feel. Although I do have to say I care about this game. The Oilers were a big part of what I did last year, right? I had them for 2 rounds. I started with the Canucks, then it was, after the first round, it was Canucks Oilers, and then it was Oilers into the conference final. I hope we get another run like that. Hayden says we also want to Winnipeg Edmonton Western Conference Final. Hell yes, we do. But it's going to be really hard because Scheifele, Logan Stanley, Josh Morrissey, all wearing non-contact gear at practice today. The Oilers are going to have to grit this one out. Those are tough injuries. Tough injuries, especially Morrissey, Scheifele. No disrespect to Logan Stanley, but Morrissey and Scheifele are like the two major driving forces on that power play with Kyle Connor. So that's going to be tricky. Vegas needs to have a much better period. They had one shot in the second period, and they've already come out and at least attempted one. They are missing a lot. Here we go. Edmonton Oilers. Break in. McDavid. Back to the point. Bouchard. Oh, the puck's loose. I thought Aiden Hill had it. McDavid back to Bouchard. Bouchard shoots. Aiden Hill bobbles it. And who's there? Leon Draisaitl. Of course he is. Big goal for the Edmonton Oilers. Big goal. And this is a really simple play. McDavid just gets it back to Bouchard. Bouchard take Bouch bomb. It kind of flips up. Aiden Hill can't get a glove on it. I don't know what Aiden Hill can do there other than try to catch it cleanly. Oh, and Draisaitl put it right off of Aiden Hill's pad and in too. Just banked it off him. Wow. So Draisaitl didn't even really get a great angle on that. I think he may have been trying to get that to Perry. Wow. That has to be the most, like, that's a goal scorer's goal. Even when it shouldn't go in, it does. Just because you have that gift. Henderson says, Steve's going to have to say nice things about Bouchard. Yo, Steve says tons of nice things about Bouchard. Just nothing nice about his defense. Simple. Alex Mercer, Adam, do we want a rematch of last year's Cup final? No, we do not. We want Leafs Oilers. That's what we want. We want the anti-Gary Bettman Stanley Cup final. That way everybody wins. Sam Miller, great meeting you earlier today. Sam, it was great to meet you too. Thanks for coming down and watching the STP at Sport Check. And by the way, you guys can all do that if you want to. Our next show is going to be 11:30 to 2 on Thursday. Vegas still hasn't had a shot. I think they've gone well over 10 minutes of play here without a real shot on net, which is, how does that happen? Let's go. So we got a tie game. If the Oilers don't allow another goal, this will be the least amount of goals they've allowed in a game to date in this 2025 playoff run. And all they have to do is simply stop the Vegas Golden Knights from ever shooting the puck. And they've done a good job of doing that. Vegas had one shot last period. They have 0 2 minutes into the third. Draisaitl over to Perry. Oh, man, the plays happen so quickly off the Oilers' sticks. And Corey Perry hit from behind. I'm sure he's used to being the one that deals that out, not the one that is on the receiving end. Francois M says it's going to be wild when this is somehow 6-5 at the end, won't it? We're going to get like an 8-5 game. I don't know when. Here comes Corey Perry. Shot to... Oh, I think Perry should have shot that. Draisaitl was covered. Shot is blocked. Puck is turned back over. But Vegas really doesn't have a clean intro through the neutral zone, and the lines are going to change. Evan Bouchard is going to set up behind the net with Calvin Pickard. Jack Muscle says, do Leaf fans trust Joseph Woll? Freaking absolutely. Go look at Joseph Woll's save percentage before last night in the playoffs. Guy's unreal. The guy had a great year. I don't understand. This guy rocks, and he's going to be ready. He stepped into a game cold and won the game. That's all you need from your goaltender. Hayden says they would have won against Boston last year if he didn't get hurt, and I agree with him. They also couldn't score for crap against Boston last year. Could not score. Couldn't score against Florida in round 2 of the 2023 matchup that they had. Steve reminded me of something. The Leafs did not have more than 2 goals in any of the games, the 5 games they played against Florida in those playoffs. Not one. And they even won a game. If you can't score more than 2 goals, you're likely not winning. That's just what it is. That's playoff hockey. You got to score more than 2. Except for that one game where the Leafs only got 2 and they won. It wasn't great. Time check is 16 minutes exactly left to go in the third period. Vegas has registered a shot, everybody. Actually, 2. So they have doubled up their shot count in this period from last already. Progress for Vegas. But the Oilers have tied it on a bit of a fluky goal, but fluky goals happen to goal scorers, and that's how Leon Draisaitl scored. All right, we got it. Who scores next? Vegas, Edmonton, or we're going to overtime? I am going to say Edmonton. I think they're scoring next. Alex Mercer, what is a Bettman Cup final? If Bettman had his way, it would be like the New York Rangers versus the Los Angeles Kings, or the New York Rangers versus the Chicago Blackhawks. That's what you're looking for. Or like, what's another big sort of TV market? Yeah, Vegas, Florida was a good one for him. Yeah, for sure. An all Canadian matchup would just be their nightmare, but it would be sick. And then you have to make it about the players. Like Austin Matthews is an American. So you want to get an American audience interested? Get Austin Matthews. Hayden says a Sens Jets final might kill the NHL. Oh my God. Also, Sens fans would just be insufferable if they made the finals. Insufferable. Jesse says it's Blackhawk Rangers. You nailed it. League loves the Blackhawks. They sure do. You know what, Jesse? I bet if that Stanley Cup final happened, Rangers, Blackhawks, one of those games would be outdoor. Just a thought. Jack Muscle, Adam, I can't be the only one who thinks Marner is a ghost as usual. Jack, I disagree with you. Thought he was really good last night, picked up an assist. I thought he was really good in the first round. I have no issues with Mitch Marner's game to date. Here comes Connor Brown. Oh, I thought that was in. Aiden Hill gets absolutely run over. And there is a goaltender interference call coming. Vegas is going to go on the power play here. They're going to be up 6-on-5 for a little bit, so maybe they get some extended time. Shot on Pickard. It's wide, and the Oilers are going to touch the puck. Offensive zone faceoff for the Vegas Golden Knights. Connor Brown is pissed. What did he do here? I want to see. It was a great move. Shot. It's a bad call. He got pushed in. Bad call. He's not in the crease. Yeah. Hayden's making a good point here. He said he wouldn't have touched Aiden Hill if he had not been touched himself. Yeah, not a great call. Not a great call. But if you're Vegas, you got to take advantage of this. Connor Brown is hot in the box. He's mad. Chris Knobloch looks like this all the time. He's got resting, oh my God, face. Always. Always. All right. All right. Now, let's see. Here we go. Waiting for the Vegas Golden Knights to get set up here. Puck is shot in. Pickard shoots it out. Henderson says Knobloch always looks the perfect mixture of confused and scared. It's like he's not sure what he's doing, and he's terrified. That's kind of true. Eric Haynes. Connor Brown is having a crazy playoffs. Yeah, he's turning back the clock. Last year, man, how many games did he go without scoring a goal? And the fact that he's still in the league, it's a testament to how hard that guy has worked. He's had a very, very good career. There's my first yawn at the night of 11:55. How about that? The Game Cloud 93 Gripper Nation checking in. And Cassie Clan. Cassie took the night off tonight. And that's okay. She deserves it. Here we go. 122 left in this power play. It's been a fast-paced game. There hasn't been a lot of spice yet. James Stemler says, oh, nice shot by Eichel there. He says, terrible call, marginally better than the 2 minutes for breathing on Brad Marchand. Marginally better, but they're among the worst, both of them. Scotty Patterson says, I feel bad for Jeff Skinner. Me too. Just tough. To not be in the lineup on a game like this, that has to rankle you. It's just not been a great fit, you know? Alex Mercer, Adam, would love to stay but heading to bed. Vibes rock with you. Night, everybody. Alex, thanks for joining us, buddy. We really appreciate it having you. Oh. Hey, listen, the Vegas Golden Knights got another shot on this power play. They now have tripled their shot count from period 2. Good for them. It's all about little improvements. Oh! And a nice setup by Jack Eichel there. And I think Hurdle is underneath all those bodies. And he is in pain. I think he took a couple cross checks, had a bunch of heavy men just fall on him. Yeah, I think that probably hurt. Maybe he lost some air. Oh, Stone with a nice little tip there. They're just showing. Eichel download a Stone, and Hurdle almost had it. Nurse and Henrique are giving it to him. And Nurse just falls on him. I mean, that's kind of what you have to do, right? Hurdle's a tough dude, but that sucks. $12-10 left in the third period. We got a 2-2 tie, kids. This could get exciting. So I guess. Oh, there's McDavid. He's going to get Connor Brown in just a second here. McDavid across the ice. Zach Hyman. Connor Brown out of the box. Is Draisaitl jumping on? He is. It would have been great if Edmonton had been able to, if they had been able to sustain that with Connor and Leon out there. You got a tired Vegas group. You got a fresh top line for the Oilers, but nothing doing. Wallman is going to get set up here. Oh, that's Klingberg. Jeez. Why did I think that was Wallman? It is nice to see Klingberg in games, by the way. Really is. Barbashev works the puck in. Oilers almost give it up. It's the fourth line out there. There's Arvidsson. Kane is out there with him. And you can always tell because he's so big and so scary. 10:40 left in the third period. Oilers are away. Oh, big save by Hill. Shot by the janitor. Just goes wide. Oh, boy. We had some open shots there. Vegas are starting to shoot a lot more. And we're going to go to commercial here. Mason Zickman. Sorry, Adam. I was watching Andor. It was so good. Yeah, the new episodes came out today, didn't they? 10 minutes to go in regulation. 2-2 tie. Are we getting overtime, guys? Are we getting overtime in this first game? What do you think? That would be pretty intense. But fun. By the way, I'm getting chirped in our group chat. I just hope you guys know because I yawned, and Jesse happened to grab my screenshot, and now everybody's like, "Oh, he's gonna fall asleep before overtime." And you know what? I think that's a little unfair. All right, the guys are tough. They're tough. Meme Empress, we're gonna get 25 OTs. Yo, man, I'm not used to being up this late. I'm really not. I do as much as I can. During the playoffs, I stay up late all the time. But outside of that, not really. And my body loves a good sleep. So I'm going to be sleeping in tomorrow. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, my friend. Dalton Cannon says, Adam, it's going to be a late night. Jesse Blake says, will Adam fall asleep live on the stream? No, Jesse, I will not. You know what I need to do for these late night streams? I need to stop being in such a comfortable chair. This is a very comfortable chair. I need to sit on like an extra ball like Steve does. Drew Livingston, Adam is going to experience what it is like to do LFR tonight. 3 a.m. bedtime, baby. Oh my God. Yeah, Drew pulls some crazy hours, man. Sedin Magic 15, triple OT. You're not getting home until 3 a.m. No, I'm teasing you, bud. I think we got into a double overtime game last year, Hayden, didn't we? I feel like we did. I feel like it was the first round, too. It was Vancouver, Nashville. So nobody could get a shot. It was just, hey, nobody's had a shot in 35 minutes of ice time. Yay, playoff hockey. Oh, thank you for putting that on, Hayden. That's me and my cat, Teddy. And that's my hair when it was longer and crazier. Teddy, who is a very needy cat, follows you around everywhere, comes to the door when you get in, will not, under any circumstances, leave you alone. I thought cats were supposed to be low maintenance. I started dating my wife. She was like, no, he's a little different. He's not a little different. He is a dog. Nate D, if the Oilers win, do we get a victory kitty? Sure. We can do that. Victory kitty? I like that. I'll start taking pictures of Teddy and bringing them every time. Teddy the victory cat. Hyman out with Kane and McDavid. Kane behind the net. McDavid stick tied up. 9:24. Puck turned around. Kane. McDavid is flipping everywhere tonight, man. He's everywhere. Wallman to Draisaitl. That's what's screwing me up, by the way. Wallman is 96. Klingberg is 36. Thanks, guys. Make it real easy. And they're on the same pair. Perry. Vegas brings it back up. 8:48 left in the game. Well, left in the regulation of this game. Because it could be more. Oh, I don't know about you guys, but my stream just froze. So I don't know what's happening in the game. I hope it's exciting and fun. I have no idea what's going on. No idea. Hang on one sec. It says it's attempting to resume. We have struggled. We're having a problem streaming Sportsnet Central. Well, I don't know, Rogers, man. It's your channel. All right, let me go back. Here, I'm going to fix it. I still have no idea what's going on in the game. Instead of me narrating it to you, you tell me. Hi, everybody. I'm here. Yay. That was kind of nuts. The internet went out at SDPN. I still don't have the game because I can't watch it without the internet. And I'm having issues, and I don't know how much my phone can handle. So I'm hoping that this is not too much of an issue, but we'll see. I don't even know what's happened in the game. Can you guys picking up my phone bill this month? Let's burn some data. Yeah, I can't believe that. I can't believe that happened. It was just the Rogers is like, hey, it's midnight. Let's shut off the internet. They won't need it. Did I miss the wave? Oh, I'm sorry that I missed the wave, everybody. Edmonton pressuring. 3:38. Again. Am I frozen? Hayden? Oh, am I back? All right. Am I here? 3:17 left in the third. Go. Right. Did we get an Edmonton goal? Am I here? Can you hear me? We got it. Oh, you got me. You have me? Hey, I'm back. And I missed the goal. But hey, it looks like the internet is actually back at the building too, which is great. I'm just going to switch over to it. Hang on. Well, hey, how dare you? 2 minutes and 18 seconds to go. We're waiting for Vegas to pull Aiden Hill. They don't want to. Puck goes flipping by Cal Pickard. 2:06 left. Vegas still has not pulled the goalie, surprisingly. Bruce Cassidy usually pulls early. Snapshot across. Hits Calvin Pickard. 1:56 left in the third period. It's getting close, kids. And it's blocked again by the Oilers, who've done a great job. Oh, here comes Connor Brown. What a move. Scores! Connor Brown has put this game away. What a monster playoff this guy's having. You can see the attitude on his face. Oh, baby. And the bench is just loving the Connor Brown attitude. What a goal. Look at his eyes. They're just laser beams. Connor Brown, that is a play he does all himself. Catches the puck, dekes through two Vegas defensemen, and a beautiful shot, low glove side on Aiden Hill. Look at this. Connor Brown from his own zone, end to end. Oh, that was sexy. Hayden says, you remember he got called on that bullshit penalty. You bet he did. Damn. Let's go, baby. Connor freaking Brown. The bench is loving it. He's been a monster this playoff. Been an absolute monster. Vegas doesn't see. This is where Bruce Cassidy, what he should have done is pulled the goalie. Take the opportunity. Pull the goalie. He didn't pull the goalie. Sports Talk Chud says Oilers could be down 5-0, and I still think they'd win. Dude, you can't stop this scoring. You cannot stop these guys. You're going to have to try to outscore them. You have to play their game. I don't know if Vegas can. Definitely not going to happen tonight. Now, Vegas has pulled the goalie. Do we get some last-minute heroics? Shot blocked again. There's been a ton of block shots by the Oilers tonight. They're doing a great job of stick work, blocking shots, just making sure Vegas can't get anything set up. Wow. Remember, at one point, the Edmonton Oilers were down in this game. They were down 2-0. Doesn't matter. They're the Oilers. Empty net, 51 seconds left to go. I think we got a glove pass. Oh, it's a high stick. Francois M. Oilers play 4D chess. No, they don't. That's the crazy part about them. They don't play 4D chess. They're one-dimensional. And their dimension is so insane, it's like it's from another dimension. It's all goal scoring all the time. And really, stingy defense tonight against Vegas. I got to give them credit. That was great. J.U. Wang says, it's hard to win a matchup against McJesus. And they're doing it in Las Vegas, kids. Crazy. By the way, welcome to everybody that's just joined the chat. 700 people now. Timeout by the Vegas Golden Knights. They're just prolonging the inevitable. We all know how this is going to go. We all know how it's going to go, chat. Will Vegas get one goal? That's what I want you to vote on. Tell me right now, will Vegas get one goal? One goal. One goal. Not two, one. Will they make this interesting? Will we get a goal in the next 15 seconds? So the last 30 seconds can be exciting. Francois M. Oh my God, Dom Ducharme jump scare. He lives. He lives on in Vegas. 45 seconds to go in this game. Edmonton can't clear the zone. Aiden Hill back to the bench. A lot of Vegas Golden Knights fans have already left, want to beat traffic, don't want to think about the fact that the Oilers beat them before they could even pull their goalie. McDavid is able to clear it. 26 seconds to go. My playback keeps failing. I don't know what happened here, but I'm assuming things are going real well. Oh, here we go. 18 seconds to go in the third period. Eichel across. Oh, wow. Eichel almost set up a sure goal there, and I think Donaldson just missed it. Oh, sorry, Donaldson. What am I saying? It's late, dude. Wow. Yeah. No extra goal tonight. No extra goal, I don't think. I keep losing my playback. Something's wrong with our internet, but we're going to hope and pray that I get to catch the end of this game. If not, yeah, here we go. 10 seconds left. Oilers are just stopping it up. Vegas is going to get a shot, and it is blocked again. That's the story of the game. The Edmonton Oilers just shut Vegas's offense down while also having an overpowering offense of their own. Damn, man. Edmonton was amazing tonight. Amazing tonight. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I got to cut the stream off because I keep losing it, and I'm worried that I'm going to lose you guys again. So I just want to say, love you all. This was a lot of fun to hang out. We're going to have a great time following Edmonton, and I'm doing all the late night games from now on. So get ready. We're going to party late at night. Oilers win. Let's have a good time. Victory kitties all around. And I will see you on, what day is it? I will see you on Thursday night. Okay? It's actually technically Wednesday morning. So I'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great night, Gripper Nation. Love you all. I'm cutting this off before we lose the stream anyway. See you soon.